And you good.
All right, what's up, YOHP family? It's your boy Ehu here with D Greasy and T Roy, and we out here getting ready for this game tonight, man. We got about 2.5 hours before we see our team, the Mavs, take on our ex-star player Luka.
Yeah.
It hurt, man.
It's
it
hard
hurt.
for me to laugh. I'm still working on the streaming shit, bro.
Bro,
yeah.
what? No,
it does hurt, bro. It does.
It stings still. I mean, we understood. We expected Luka to be next up, like on some All Might Midoriya type stuff, and
it's your time now.
You know. So I mean, hey, what can you do? We can't control that. Like we said earlier, Nico Harrison, that's a ballsy move. You better hope it pays off.
Yeah.
The problem is, unfortunately, that type of move, you're not going. There's people you're just never going to win back over. Understandably, like the people from Slovenia and the people that were heavy fans of Real Madrid. So I can understand those type of people being permanently upset, being like, wherever Luka goes, that's where we go.
Yeah.
I will say I'm slightly disappointed in some Maverick fans. I understand it hurts, but at the same time, if you cheer for the Mavericks and you watch how the team has been playing, very short-handed, playing hard every possession, to sit there and kind of just always bring that up, I know it hurts, but that's kind of like, to me, a bit disrespectful. Like, come on, just be a fan of Luka and try to still be a fan of this team if you're a Maverick fan. But if you're just straight up Luka fan, which is fine, go watch Luka. That's no problem either. Just don't sit there and be like, do this, do that, and the players on this team still got to suffer from that because they're playing their tails off.
Yeah. The majority of the Mavericks fan in this 2020 are Luka fans. Like,
yeah,
true.
Like, our fandom, like, we are a big market, but our market increased exponentially when we got Luka. So it's just like,
right.
And it's not like and to be fair, like, I understand what you're coming from. They should support the players, but at the same time, he just didn't trade like our future. He traded like our culture. Like, even though Kyrie's the leader and he like helps lead everybody, Luka was the culture. He's the culture of the Mavericks, and he just kind of traded our culture, a culture that we built for years under Mark Cuban, where we're just a loyal, like, this is. We get our superstar. We're gonna go dick and den with you. That was our culture. We wasn't like the Lakers. We don't trade and try to win now. We're gonna win with you, and you just kind of eliminate all of that, like it was nothing, bro. So like that's.
And I understand that. Don't get me wrong, I understand that. That's why I think, like, because it happened and we can't take it back. You know me. If you're a fan of Luka. If you're going to be a fan of both Luka and Dallas, you don't have to continue to put the team down just to uplift Luka. Like, Luka's gonna be fine. He's Luka Doncic. You know what I mean? So we're gonna all watch Luka. And if let's say he was a ring in LA, of course most Maverick fans don't like LA, but at the same time we're gonna be happy for Luka because that's still our boy in our heart. So I do understand that.
Yeah.
But like. I'm looking at these people. We don't have a freaking center, so like they're trying to win still, and they're still in the running. And it's also showing some of J Kidd's coaching prowess more because he can't rely on Luka to bail him out all the time. So I think that's just a big thing. But speaking of, though, we're on the topic of the Mavericks and Luka. What y'all think going to happen in this game tonight? And what do y'all think is going to happen going forward after this game? In April when Luka come to town.
Go ahead, E.
I think tonight, I think we're not gonna have. I don't think we're gonna have our best game. We don't play our best basketball away.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like you said, we're playing hard. Like, we play hard. We got our defense is up. We playing fast pace. Everybody's getting involved. I don't think the Lakers are going to consistently have 4 players in with 20 points or more, with 20 plus points. I don't think they're going to do that every game.
Right.
They beat the Nuggets like that, but like I said, I don't see them doing that every game. I can see, LeBron getting his 20 maybe, and Luka getting his 20 to 30, and Reeves has been on fire, but I don't think they're going to consistently do that all the time. If we do lose this game tonight, Jason Kidd is the good enough coach to make the right adjustments. Also, we're gonna have Gafford back by then, and I think AD as well. Not AD. Lively.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have our bigs back, and we all know that Jason Kidd likes playing small ball. So it's kind of playing into his coaching style to have all of our bigs hurt. Which it's been working. So like I said, I agree with what you said earlier, D, about how we shouldn't. A lot of Mavericks fans shouldn't be putting down the Mavericks' current players right now because they're playing their ass off. Like Kyrie's out here being the leader that we know he is, and you see our young kids, and you see Max Christie going off, Max. Like everybody's getting involved, and they're buying into the we all we got.
Yeah.
And not saying that we got, trash on our team. I'm just saying, this is who we have. This is who we taking the war with us. And, like you said, our culture used to be team ball. Our team, when Dirk was on our team and he was our star, everybody knew Dirk was the man. But right. Jet, Stackhouse, Howard, all Matrix, all of our players were still important. And I think that's something that our team is going into right now is everybody has a role to play and everybody feels important. And I do miss Luka, but to see our system now, how the ball moves, the ball isn't just stagnant and going deep into the shot clock. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. If this team would have been made without giving Luka up, I still would like this team. I would like our chances of going into the playoffs.
Bro, it's just that, and that what irks me because this is the team we saw in December. We was the highest scoring team in December before Luka went down and Kyrie went down, and then we was playing really good defense, and then he just woke up one morning, drank a sip of coffee. Well, he didn't wake up one morning. This was in a long run, a long time in the making. But at the same time, bro, it was just I don't understand, bro. Why are you why give up everything for that, right?
Yeah.
So it's just it is what it is, bro. I'm over with. I just hate the way the owners are treating this. Bro, it's just if you get rid of Luka, you don't want to trade Luka, and it's fine, bro. That's what you want to do. Stay on business, just stay, just be business. Be I got rid of him. I don't think we could have won with him. That's fine, But don't sit there and try to drag his name through the mud.
Yeah,
and sit there and oh well, he was doing this. He was overweight. He was doing all this and this and this, and he was he wasn't Kobe. So what, bro? Bro averaged 35.99 doing nothing. He's out of shape. He don't practice by their standards. He don't practice. He out of shape. And he used to drink a lot of alcohol. He liked to smoke hookah. I don't care, bro. $35.99. Ain't many people in the NBA doing that. So
nope.
It's why are you giving that up, bro? So it just makes you look. It makes you look worse when you sit there and try to explain why you got rid of him. Just be exactly. I don't think we can go on with him. I think AD give us the best chance of winning. And and only time would tell that I'm right or wrong. Just stand on business, bro. Don't sit there and just try to demolish this man's name when the man never got in trouble. Luka was only in the news for basketball, and that's what you want for your superstar. He was only in the news for basketball. He didn't get in trouble. He led us to the conference final. He led us to the finals. So, and he was the heart and soul of Dallas at the one point. So instead of just trying to tarnish his legacy, you should just be shake the hands and move on. People are gonna be mad. Fans will get mad, but time heals all wounds. So it's just a bad look for management. For me, as a diehard Mavericks fan, it makes me question my fandom because when I go to a Mavericks game, I'm putting money in their pocket. I'm not sure I want to do that this year. No more this year. So
and that makes you. That's great for me. Yeah. I understand where both of y'all are coming from.
And that's true, JoJo. But that's just you act like he like doing something illegal. Hookah and beer is not illegal. Like,
no. It's just you don't. It's nothing. It's not illegal. No. Is there certain when they bring that type of stuff up? Is there certain good points to it? Yes, but it's like you said. Is it good? Is it good enough to bring up publicly? No. You keep it to yourself. Yes, he does get the numbers, but you're going to get certain numbers with that style of play. And just also remember that because once again he plays what they call a heliocentric style of play. He has the ball majority of the time, so that's why he's going to get 34.99. But you also have to be talented to get those type of numbers. So don't get me wrong when I say that. I'm just saying he's going to have the ball majority of the time, and the ball movement is different in a Luka system for the most part. But that doesn't mean I agree with the trade. Huh?
When he's that good, it's kind of hard to take the ball out of his hands. Like,
no, I understand that. I understand that. It's just when you get to certain teams, though, it can be a bit problematic. He made it work. He made it work twice in 2 years, in my opinion, which is 2022. But as you can see, when you run into a team like Golden State, and they know how to defend that type of game, then it changes a lot. And then Boston, the same way in the finals. Obviously, Kyrie let us down in that series too, though. So I can't blame Luka. We can sit here and talk about Luka's defense, but Kyrie let us down on the offensive end very, very much.
Luka was the only one that played offense, bro. If you look at those numbers, nobody really had a good showing in the finals. But Luka, realistically, Jason Tatum didn't have a good showing, bro. Shot like 38% from the field. Jaylen Brown shot like 40% from the field. Drew Holiday was shooting pretty good, and Derek White was shooting pretty good, but Luka was averaging 29. He was shooting like 44 from the field, 48 from the field. So it's like you telling me he's averaging 29, 8, and like I think it was like 9 and 9 or something. And he's shooting like 48 from the field, but then you got Kyrie averaging 19 and he's shooting like 39 from the field. And nobody, if you look at our 3-point percentage, everybody was shooting below 30%. Everybody. Every single player on our team was shooting under 30%, other than Dante Exum. And it's just
especially the away games, we were shooting worse than we were at home.
Yeah, right. So it's just like how you expect to win if you're not hitting your average shooting threes. Yeah. And then like people like, oh yeah, Boston was killing us, bro. If you look at the Boston shooting splits, they were shooting just as bad as we would shoot. The only difference was they had more people step up than we did.
They did, but they also did the small things. Rebounding in particular, especially offensive rebounding, and that matters a lot, especially in the finals. So it's like small things that everybody wasn't doing. I think what it was is not that. I kind of believe they look at it. For instance, we all look at Dirk. We're big Dirk fans.
Yeah.
So after the 06 loss, right? Even though that's an unfair loss to me. That 06 loss that should have been a Dirk championship. But after that, Dirk, he'll take his time off where he don't think about. He said himself he'll take his time off where he don't think about nothing for a week or two. And after that, he's back in the lab and he's in tremendous shape. And I think they're thinking from a perspective like, if we're going to pay you this type of money, we need it. Like, yeah, well, you're great, but we want to see like you should be mad. You should be like,
bro.
But hold on, but like you should be like wanting to come back in complete tip-top shape. You shouldn't have to come back and you have to sit out for 2 months every year or a month every year because you didn't come back in shape. So I kind of understand that point, but I would have preferred to see them run it back because they did make it to a finals and Luka is that good. And we actually upgraded the pieces that we felt let us down. For instance, y'all know I don't like THJ like that. So we upgraded, we upgraded like the THJs. And like all that, and we Josh Green became Grimes, right? Grimes was an upgrade. Najee became THA became Najee. That's an upgrade. So it's like we could have ran it back with the team and possibly went back to the finals and possibly won. So I will say that, but I'm just looking at it from the possible GM Nico's perspective of why he would try to pull something like that. But my thing is the owners told him, we really don't want to spend money. And this guy is coming in. He's injured. He puts up the numbers, but he's injured. It's not a great point, but that's probably what they're thinking, man. Just to save money.
I understand. Like I understand. I try to look from both sides. Like, I kind of understand where Nico's coming from, but at the same time, where I see it, it's just like that's just dumb. Like to me, does he perform? Like, does he perform at a high level? That's my thing. And and we can always we would love to have like a workhorse like Kobe and and Jordan and all these other greats, but like the ideology that training like Kobe is the only way to be great is we need to get that out of our head. Like that's just not true. Like it worked for Kobe. Just because it worked for Kobe doesn't mean it's going to work for Luka.
Give me a player that's won in the last 15 years that doesn't have a great work ethic though.
But bro, KD. Iguodala even came out on a podcast and was saying KD doesn't even work out that long. He said KD comes in and give you a good 30 minutes of training, and he just doesn't train no more. And he said it would be the hardest 30 minutes of his career that you ever see, and he would just go out and just go about his business. Like,
I mean, also Joker. They say Joker does no work on the offseason. I'm just
going what Iggy said off the podcast. He just said that would be the prettiest 30 minutes you ever see in your life. But he comes in.
I heard him praise his work ethic before. That's what throwing me off about that one.
I'm just going what Iggy said, bro. And Iggy was a teammate of KD. He said KD comes in, give you the prettiest 30 minutes of your life, and go about his business.
And Aaron Gordon said about Joker, Nikola Jokic, like he doesn't do nothing in the offseason. But once it comes time to training camp right before, he goes hard. But during the offseason, he takes those months off doing nothing but playing with his horses. Yeah, and he does nothing basketball. He never touches a basketball. He never lifts weights or nothing during the offseason. Yeah. But right before training camp hits, he's going hard. And I feel like
it's different. It's different methods for different people.
So I understand that, but you still gotta everybody still has a human body, and there's ways there's ways to train it, man. No matter who you, for the most part. Yes, everybody's different to a degree, but that's why we do similar stuff when we train, because the body is very similar still. But it's like what does Luka do in his training camps in the beginning of the year? Because typically he starts off really slow compared to those guys. Joker don't start off slow. KD doesn't start off slow. As a matter of fact, they say KD lives and breathes basketball, so we're not going to count him. That's why, like, to me, it's kind of hard.
I'm just going by what one of his teammates said. So, like I said, I don't know his complete workout method. Higgy came out on the podcast, was like, KD would give you the prettiest 30 minutes you will ever see in your life, and they just go about his business. So that's what he plays with the men. He's seen them. So I just go about that. And I do remember Ant-Man was saying that KD, like, the way he practiced is really, really hard. So I'm assuming it's like a really hard 30 minutes. So, and then he just go about his business, bro.
And I get your point. Everybody don't work out exactly the same. But
my point is just like not everybody's Kobe. Like,
but everybody's doing something like. Obviously, Luka works out, but it's like the conditioning part for him. For whatever reason, it's a struggle continually. That's the problem.
Yeah. And as a GM and the owner, like I can understand, like business wise, you can see like he's not like cutting out alcohol or cutting out hookah and getting on a nutrition plan. Yeah. I understand that they're not seeing what they want to see out of him, but like Troy said, like the proof is there. Like he cold. Like there's no. Like, nobody's matching Luka right now. Like offensively, no one's matching him.
And that what makes it more crazy, bro. Is that you like he don't have a great diet plan. He don't practice like he should. Yada yada yada. Bro is top 3 in the league. Like if he's not doing what
that is the crazy part.
He's not doing what he's supposed to do, and he's top 3 in your league. You don't ever trade that player ever in your life, because if he finds out and figures out a system for himself, then he has no choice but to be the best player in the league.
Exactly.
I don't disagree with that. I'm not disagreeing with the trade. Like y'all just liking the trade because it doesn't make sense. It'd be different if Luka was like 33 and this was happening, yes, but he's 25. But it also could be underlying. Luka does have these habitual knee issues nowadays, and you just never know.
And that's true, but that's because he plays basketball year round. Like we can see, he literally Luka offseason is literally him playing. And then he will go play for his country. Mm-hmm. He will go play FIBA.
That happens every year. He ain't did that every year, has he?
Yes,
he plays every year.
He goes play FIBA every year because they have to qualify.
And it's crazy because
I thought the qualifier was the second year, and then it's.
I think you have to. I want to say you have to qualify for the qualifiers, but don't quote me on that. So,
right,
because I think the qualifier is every 2 years, but only the qualifier people only qualify in the second year are like second and third. Oh, I mean first, second, and third. I think, and then every country after that still has to qualify the year after for the Olympics.
I think it's the FIBA qualifiers that you're talking about. I think that's on the second year out of 4 years.
Yeah, the FIBA Cup is 2 years. Yes, the 2 years, and then it's the Olympics. But only people that qualify for the Olympics and the FIBA Cup is the person that wins, and I think second place. But everybody else still has to qualify, and the qualifier is the year after. They have to qualify for the Olympics the third year.
Got you.
So.
I thought they had to qualify. I thought they had to qualify on the year for the Olympics. That's why Luka played this Olympics to try to qualify.
No, you have to qualify to make it Olympics because not every team makes the Olympics. Because if they have every country playing the Olympics, it would be like I don't know how many countries be playing basketball. It would be a whole bunch. It would be a big bracket, bro.
Yeah, they have they have the groups, and if you don't do well in your group, you don't qualify. Like you don't get to play in the qualifiers.
So he pretty much played basketball year round because he would go and qualify his team, and so it's just so technically he never gets any downtime because he's qualifying. So of course he's going to take his downtime a little bit later than everybody else. And if he takes his downtime later than everybody else, then he's going to start his off season a little bit later than everybody else. Mm-hmm. So,
but that doesn't. But see, the problem with that is, doesn't Joker do the same thing? That's why I don't think they play every year because Joker should be doing essentially what Luka does.
Yeah, he does. So,
but at the same time, I'm just trying to think of why a GM would do that.
I told you why Nico did it. That man, he likes AD.
I agree with you on that. I think there's just more underlying things that goes with that besides he's just strictly like AD. I think there's more that goes into.
But like I said, he never liked Luka because like I said, he isolated Luka. He literally took he literally took away Luka's support system by taking away his team and his friends and all the players that he liked. And why would you isolate your superstar? Who in the NBA be just like, you know what? I'm gonna take away your support system. I'm gonna trade away your people that you like. And we're just you're gonna be what we want you to be. That's just not how you treat your superstar.
And it's wild, like you said earlier, Troy, that he's young and he wasn't getting in trouble. Like we got a lot of other young stars out here getting in trouble for smoking, guns, stuff like that.
Really?
Like he's not doing stupid stuff like that.
He could have been Zion,
and never available to play.
Yeah, he's out of shape, but at least he's in shape enough to play. 65
and he
plus
give you
games.
30.
Yeah, and to be fair, and make it to the finals. So
yeah. I think that's the point me and Troy were trying to make is like the negatives that he brings are far outweighed by the positives that he brings, and that's why we think it's a bad trade. That's all. That's literally the only point.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying it's a bad trade.
Yeah.
I understand why Nico did it because AD is a good player. So if we go realistically, if we traded Luka, we at least got a good player back. We have a great player back because AD is a great fucking player. We're not going to sit there and pretend like he's some bum. It's just bro, it's just is he going to be healthy? Is he going to be healthy? And go ahead.
I was going to say, and to be honest with you, I know some Mavs fans, they don't like to hear this, but realistically speaking, this team right now is constructed, if healthy, is a very dangerous team.
It's a
very dangerous team.
It's a great thing. Only thing we lack, we don't have that killer, and we don't have that killer in really key situations. Kyrie ain't that no more. He wasn't.
Kyrie has glimpses of it still, but he's not the Kyrie that he used to be. You're right.
Luka was that for us last year. Luka was the killer. If we needed some killer plays, Luka. It showed when he gave the T. Wolves a dagger on the defensive player of the year. Not many people in the NBA doing that, bro.
No, I can't stand Rudy Gobert. Don't call him defensive player of the year. That false defensive player of the year. That man, defensive player of the year is about as fake as Joel Embiid's MVP, man.
Bro, Darius said, "Bro, get this lame defensive player award."
Right, man. I can't stand Rudy Gobert. Man. I get why Shaq like. I'm not trying to hate on Rudy like that. Does he protect the rim sometimes? Yes, but when you're a defensive, like a 4-time defensive player of the year, and people look at the scouting report, they're like, "Well, they got the defensive player of the year. I don't care. I'm gonna drop 30 anyway. I'm gonna go to the
exactly,
bro." It's wild when Luka posts up the defensive player of the year, bro.
Right? Like, come on, man.
That's wild.
So it's like, but hey, we're gonna actually come back and see what our opinions about the game is going to be at the end of this segment. But let's move to the next topic right quick. So the next one we're going to talk about the circus that is the All-Star game and players sitting out last minute. I wonder who this person is speaking about. Go ahead, Ihu.
Go ahead, Ihu. Take it over, bro.
Man. All right, y'all already know how I feel about the All-Star game, bro. Like, I missed the All-Star game when Kobe and the early 2000s All-Star game was so live, bro. We love seeing Vince and T-Mac and they going at each other. Like, nowadays, it's really boring, bro, and I'm really upset about it. And now you got people taking up spots. Like, you just want to have All-Star appearance on your resume, but you just taking up a spot. You're not even playing in the game. I feel like you should. If you're not playing, you shouldn't be on the roster. Period. It's an All-Star game. It's not. You're just not going on the All-Star team just to suit up and go out there and sit on the bench like that. Bro, that's so whack to me. And it wasn't just one player. The problem I had was when LeBron, he taking pictures in his street clothes. With the All-Star team, bro. Come on, bro.
That's bad. Because Giannis got dressed up and he was out. So yes, you make a great point. But with Ant-Man dressed up, I don't remember. I have to look.
I don't think he took pictures with the team. I didn't see none of him.
I do agree with you to a stick, but at the same time, they get the All-Star regardless if they play or not. So
right.
In their resume.
That's still whack, though.
LeBron, it is. LeBron should have definitely sat out. Because he knew he had ankle problems, and you can get a Norman Powell in there, so he can get that All-Star experienced All-Star. Because it's very hard for a player like Norman Powell to get that opportunity. Yeah. So I understand where you're coming from. This is the same thing. I don't know if y'all remember this. Same thing happened like a couple of years ago, like 3-4 years ago, when Jimmy sat out when he knew he wasn't gonna play, and people were like, "Why'd you do that? Lou Williams could have made it."
Exactly.
So. I get where you're coming from. Now, the thing I'm gonna say is LeBron 40, man, and he should alert them earlier. Yes, but as far as him sitting out, I don't mind it. He's trying to make the playoffs. He's in the 4th seed. He was before Luka came there. He's basically leading the team, and he's playing at a very high level, man. And that I've never seen a 40-year-old play at this type of level. So.
We probably never see another 40-year-old play at this level, bro.
Right, so it's like but Troy, were you done? My bad, man.
Yeah. Go ahead, Troy. What you got to say about it?
I think what it is that players don't have pride for the All-Star game no more, so they just don't play. They don't care for it, and NBA's going to have to find some way to put pride into this All-Star game. You're going to either have to put more incentives into it, or it's just going to be the way it is, because you got to have people in 2000. They had pride, they was like coming in, I'm gonna embarrass. They had that it was always a player or two. They'd be like, I'm gonna embarrass you if you don't play defense. Like AI get in there, he'd be like, I'm just gonna cross you up, and then the player be like, nah, you're not about to break my ankles on national TV, bro. Yep. We don't have that. Right now, they don't have pride because, like I said, we're in ring culture. What matter is the ring. It don't matter about the All-Star game. And then Adam Silver needs to let go of his obsession with tournament style stuff, bro. Just stop it, bro. We don't need to have just bring back the old All-Star game, let it play it out, If they take pride in it, they'll play hard. If they don't, they're not gonna play hard. Make it a tournament style. I'm sorry, I need some water. Tournament style is not gonna fix the issue.
Yeah.
Well, let me interject right quick, Troy. So I know people who've been on Adam Silver's ass about this, right? And they're like, "What are you doing? You keep messing up by trying to reinvent the wheel, blah blah blah." But people, like you just said, people got to realize it's the players that's messing this up. Adam Silver didn't mess it up. Adam Silver's just trying to. He's looking at it. He see the people complaining. He's like, okay, what is a way for me to try to light a fire under these players? And I understood what he tried to do this year. He tried to take the rookie and sophomore team, and basically he's like, we're going to add them to the All-Star, because if they lose to that rookie and sophomore team, that's an embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I'm gonna try to put you in a situation where if you get embarrassed, like, you deserved it, and you're gonna play hard because you don't want to get embarrassed by the rookies or sophomores. So he's trying. I feel like he's trying hard enough. I know people be on him about it. At first, I was like, Adam Silver's doing too much as well. But when I look at it, he did different things, and these players still don't want to do it. So it's like, at this point,
they're not incentivized.
Don't pay him for the All-Star.
Huh?
Don't pay him for the All-Star. Yeah. As a matter of fact, pay whoever wins the All-Star.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They have to incentivize. He has to incentivize them. He has to motivate them some other way. Because being the commissioner of the NBA, it's kind of like being the coach for the whole NBA. You have to figure out a way to, motivate your players to want to play certain things. Like, and another thing is like, bro, they need to Mac McClung deserves a 3-year contract in the NBA.
Man.
It's to me, it's embarrassing having your 3-time dunk contest winner making more money off the dunk contest than he is off his NBA contracts. If you're just gonna put him on a team just to be on the dunk contest, then we just need to just bring pro dunkers into the dunk contest. Because he's just a dunker for hire anyway. That's what Matt McClung is. So you might as well just go get other dunkers off the streets and just let them be dunk for hire. Put them on the roster for a little bit, and then we'll have a real great dunk show, because we'll have these pro dunkers going out doing these amazing dunks nobody's ever seen before. Because the dunk contest is a joke, and Matt McClung is literally carrying that dunk contest now. And so it's just all bad, bro. All-Star Game is just not that fun no more. I didn't watch none of it. Be real. I watched the highlights of the dunk contest, but other than that, I didn't watch none of it because it's just not fun to watch. It's just like the Pro Bowl. I don't watch the Pro Bowl. It's just nothing about the Pro Bowl is fun to watch. So,
and I'm tired of the injury excuse when it comes to the All-Star, because the only person I've seen get injured in the All-Star game was Kobe. But it's Kobe. He didn't care about getting injured. He likes that. He liked that type of stuff. He's like, hey, you break my nose again, for real. You know how he is. Yeah. But it's just, that's the only injury I can think of that's happened. But so you're not getting injured, because in most All-Star games, they let you dunk. They let you get the fancy dunks off to entertain the fans in the first quarter, first half sometimes. Try to keep the game close. And then second half, that's when it's go time, man. You go at your opponents. Your pride shows up. You're like, I'm the real superstar. I'm going to show you why I'm the real superstar. That's what people pay to see. Like you said with, T-Mac AI, people weren't trying to get dunked on by DC. You weren't trying to get killed by KG or nothing like that. Shaq had to prove stuff. Tim Duncan. So many people with pride.
The last All-Star I remember Kobe playing in, it was either one of those where he was locking up LeBron full court. Like, who's doing that? Like, who's really just playing that hard, trying to lock up their man full court like that? Right. And
that's what the All-Star is missing. It's just missing that one dog. Just bro, I'm not here to watch you be funny. I'm gonna embarrass you.
Exactly.
You get that, and Kobe was that dog. He was just I'm out here, to compete. So I'm going to compete. I'm gonna show everybody why I'm the best player on this court. And this is a rare chance where we have the best players in the NBA all on one team on one court at the same time. I'm gonna show you why I'm the best player in the NBA right now. But we don't have those people no more.
No, we need people who aren't best friends, but they have a high respect for each other.
Yeah, competitiveness. Sure. I don't want to just be out here goofing around, not actually playing hard. Like when all of us used to play at the church or at the middle school, if we were on different teams, we still trying to win. Like, I'm not finna just because I know you my boy, I'm just gonna let you. I mean, we not ET, we not gonna hurt each other. Like, ET was the only person, only homie that would go hard against the homies. Like, bro, don't hurt us.
He ain't trying. That's just the respect he have for the homie. He's like, I see y'all embarrass all these other people. You ain't embarrassing me.
ET used to go hard against the homies, bro. Like, chill out, bro. We know you. You know me. We
let's
cool.
change topic. I'm tired.
But he has, once again though. ET has pride. He's like, you're not going to cross me up in front of all these people here. I don't care how long we've known each other.
All right, let's go.
I'm not trying to lose him. I'm not trying to tear my leg up for it though. Like, so you know, at that point you got it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But let's go to the next time. I'm tired of talking about this trash. The All-Star game is just trash, bro.
Yeah.
Man, don't be rushing me, man.
I'm so done talking about the All-Star game. It's so bad, bro.
It's bad. It is bad.
The next topic, then we're going to go back to talking about Luka and the Mavs game tonight. But the last topic is the Golden State Warriors. Are they a for real team with Jimmy Butler now as addition?
You want to go first, George?
Hey, look, I'll start it off.
Go ahead, D. Yeah, go ahead, D.
I think that they are a good team now. Looking at how they're playing, their mental makeup definitely changed already, because kind of like the same effect Luka gave LeBron. Like, he just got a spark now because he feels like they have a chance. The same thing happening with Steph, with Jimmy Butler. You bring another dog in there, and now Steph thinks like, okay, I got a dog on my side, and we don't have the same play style. I think we have a chance now because Steph the window's small.
Yeah.
And you got somebody that can check Draymond if need be. Yeah. And just Jimmy's a dog, man. I know people were mad at him for forcing his way out of Miami, but he's a dog, man. He wants to win. He hasn't won yet. I think if they do make the playoffs, that's going to be a tough team to play because Jimmy's going to want it just as badly as anybody else. And Steph got 4 of them things, and he still wants it as badly as anybody else. So, and the youngers are starting to kind of catch on to the program and look like the Pods. They're playing Moody a lot more now.
Yeah.
They just need to get what's my boy named Kuminga back, see how that goes. And Draymond's been on his best behavior lately, so kind of keep that going. And he's playing with a little bit of edge too.
I'm about to say Draymond's on his way out if he keeps tracking up. he ain't Steph. He can keep pretending like he is. They already got rid of
keep
Clay.
doing all this and stuff. Like, bro, that is only Steph can do that, bro.
Like,
Stop
they already got rid of Clay. You keep acting up. You next, bro.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, that's just my take on it. But what y'all think, fellas?
I think I don't see them as a contender because I think they lack like a legit big. But I do think they can ruin some people's seasons. Because now, like, teams before, they would just double team Steph because it's like when Steph don't have no help, that is the recipe to stopping Steph. Slowing Steph down. That's to double team him. Now, like, if you watch when they double team him, Steve Kerr does his thing, like, when he'll, like, force the double team, and then he will have Jimmy Butler flash in the middle, and then have, like, Draymond at, like, kind of like the low block or another big at the low block. And then they'll just, like, put the big in a tough situation because they already doubling Steph. And then Jimmy get that little flash in the middle. And, Jimmy is great in the mid-range. And so once Jimmy get the ball in the mid-range, he just does what he wants with that big man. And then he have another big right there. And it just, like, it works. Like, it legitimately works because all the thing the Golden State Warriors need to do is just open up the room for Steph. And once the Steph gets room, he just does what he does, bro. He's the babyface assassin for a reason. He's an all-time great player for a reason. Like, if you can't double Steph, he's gonna go off, or you just gotta hope he's off. Like, if Steph is not off, then it's like you said, he doing this on you. He's doing all the shimmies on you. He's just gonna do whatever he wants on you. So it's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, I think they complement each other well, like Jimmy and Steph. Like, Steph is, out on the 3, running around, running through screens, and Jimmy is just he's a hustler. He's gonna hustle, get the hard baskets. He's gonna get the rebounds. They can play a semi inside out game with him.
And he plays defense. I forgot to mention that. My bad.
He plays amazing defense. I saw the clip the other day where he was just switching the ball, switch everything. And he was on ball, just wherever the ball went. They tried to pick off him. He was, and that's what I feel like they needed. They needed somebody who was a controlled force, not like just Draymond. Like I'm about to tackle you or kick you in the balls or whatever. Like they need it, and Jimmy is giving them that. And I feel like you said, they need a legit big, which I think they should have. They should have gone after like maybe a Sabonis or something like that.
I don't think they have enough to get Sabonis.
Yeah, that's. I think they would have to give up something. But having healed and then bringing Sabonis in to, they played together I think that would have paired well. That's the only reason I brought up Sabonis. But I think they, like you said, they're just missing their big, and I feel like they can make play in and win their play-in game.
They could probably make the playoffs. They're only a game behind.
Could be. I mean, the West is kind of tricky right now.
And they have one of the easier schedules left. I think they only have like 10 or 12 playoff teams left or play-in teams left. So they have really they have a really easy schedule. The T-Wolves, and if you look at the playoff right now, the T-Wolves and the Golden State Warriors have like the easiest schedule as a team in the play-in. I didn't look at Sacramento Kings because I don't believe in Sacramento Kings, so I'm not going to waste my time looking at them. But I know the Mavs, we have a pretty hard schedule left because we have a lot of like competitive teams left, and who else was in that running? Let me see, real quick. And the Clippers. The Clippers are in the 6th seed right now, but they have a pretty tough schedule left too. So, but the T-Wolves and the Golden State have a pretty easy schedule, so they could make that push for that 6th spot.
Yeah. It's all depending on how consistent they play.
Sorry.
See, the team is like the team that I don't think is going to fully make it by the end of the year. It's the Clippers. I don't know. I just don't believe in the Clippers.
I don't believe in the Clippers.
So I think they're the one that's going to be on their way out. I think eventually Ant-Man and them are going to figure it out. By the way, I still think Minnesota, they play a lot better without Julius Scandal.
They do. Nas Reed, bro. They started Nas Reed and they just became a different team.
Right. So it's like you start somebody like that. They haven't even had Gobert, and they kind of been winning. So they're kind of in a similar boat as the Mavericks, just not as drastic, and they're still winning some games. And Ant-Man, he's starting to catch his groove a little bit. He's still on and off, but he's playing both sides like he does. He's getting game stealing blocks, and they're starting to play their youngins more. There's Dillingham, and then I can't think of the other one name, but he's like a 6'7" wing type player, athletic. They're playing them a lot more, and they're starting to pay dividends. They should have been playing Dillingham because they need to try to get him as much experience to replace Mike Conley, in my opinion. But Minnesota's not looking bad. I think they're going to end up being like number 6 or something, based on how they play. Unless the Mavericks come back full force, I think we can make the playoffs as well. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I looked at our schedule, bro. It's gonna be an uphill battle. We have a lot of good teams left to play, and like I said, the T-Wolves and the Warriors, they don't have. I think the T-Wolves have the easiest schedule because they have a lot of good playoff teams left, but the majority of those playoff teams in the East, and you know how that goes. So
right.
The West is usually more superior, but at the same time, the T-Wolves are so inconsistent, so you just never know. But I don't think the Clippers going to end up at the 6th seed, in my opinion. I think it's going to either be Golden State or T-Wolves, unless Anthony Davis comes back, and then I can say we can make a serious push. But it's going to be a uphill battle for us for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Every W counts right now.
Yes. What do you think, E?
I think we got. I feel like we have the pieces. We have the pieces to make the playoffs. Like I like the way we're playing now, and I just I hope we do get AD back healthy.
Yeah, he'll be healthy.
And Gaff.
AD won't be healthy, but he'll be back.
Well, AD changed. He did change the game though, based on that one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he can do.
But we also know how he is. He'll drop 30 and 15 one game and 12 and 8 the next game. So
the thing with AD, I don't mean to cut you off. He was sorry about that.
No, go ahead.
The thing about AD is just like when the game is close, you just like, is he gonna carry us to that promised land?
Yeah.
I mean, he had daggers before, so he has it in him. He ain't goofy with it, obviously, but he has it in him.
Ronnie Brewer had it in him before, so.
That's not the same, bro. Stop that.
55-point shorty had it in him before.
Yo.
But go ahead, you continue, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good. Like, I feel like this is gonna be a good test for us right before the playoffs. These last few games of the season, and I want it to test us. I want it to, challenge us to get, to see who's gonna step up on our team. Like Christie, he's been playing hard. Like, and once we get our bigs back, we'll be complete.
Yeah.
But for the time being, I think I think we'll be fine. Even if we do go to the play-in, I think we can beat some people.
It depends. I have to see how we win these last few games because we gotta win a couple of games before our bigs back. If these games are like L's, like we take an L tonight, it's gonna put us behind. Yeah. We got to at least go 500 before our bigs come back. We can't go losing record. It's gonna be an uphill battle. Cause even with our bigs back, we still got to play Denver. I'm pretty sure when AD get back, we got Golden State. We have quite a few good big teams.
I'm not actually. If we get our bigs back, I'm concerned about Denver. My bad, Joy.
I was just saying we have OKC still. I'm still concerned about Denver because we don't have nobody that match Joker's production.
Yeah, we got.
If they can somewhat emulate what the Lakers did, they can possibly try to slow him down, and that's by fronting him and trying to keep him from going free throw in. That's hard to do, obviously, but if they can do that, you can give yourself a chance to win. And we have the bigs to do it. So
yeah, but we also need somebody to match his production. Like Luka can match Joker's production because Luka's not only giving you the points, he's giving you almost as many rebounds and he's giving you almost as many assists. We just don't have anybody matching that production. Like AD will give you almost as many points and almost as many rebounds, but he's nowhere getting as many assists because like Joker averaged 10 assists and like that's at minimum 20 extra points, a minimum 20 extra points.
Mm-hmm.
So at maximum is 30 points. So like Anthony Davis getting you like 4 or 5 assists. So like at minimum we getting like 10 extra points, 8 extra points. So it's just like that's a big discrepancy, bro.
Yeah.
That's the only issue with Kai that I have. Sometimes I wish he would have developed his point guard skills more. He's just a pure shooting guard, to be honest with you.
He is.
And that's man. But so, fellas, man, we almost done here. Let's talk about this Mavs game for tonight. The expectation before we watch it, and then also, like I said, let's talk about the expectation of the April game when Luka comes back to Dallas. So, go ahead. You start. You want to?
I was just looking at our games coming up. Like we played the Bucks twice, the Spurs, the Rockets have been on fire.
The Spurs don't got Wemby, so that Spurs game.
Yeah, he's out. So I think we might have. I forgot he was hurt.
I think the Rockets actually been losing.
The Rockets, I think they been split games. And they've been playing close games.
Yeah. The Pacers, Siakam and Halliburton have been hooping.
Yeah.
The Pistons, they got something going over there with THJ.
You gonna put some respect on K's name. You ain't gonna keep talking like the Pistons are a bum. K's a beast.
I'm not. That's what I said. They've been cooking. That's why I was just giving them their props. Like,
hey, stop saying that cuss word in this podcast, man. You said THJ out loud,
bro. But you act like he can't get streaky. Like THJ can shoot. He might shoot you out the game, but when he on. And for the Pistons, between him, Cade, and what's the other dude that's on their team?
Asar.
Pistons are good, bro. Cause they have good.
Oh, you talking about Jaden?
Man. They have Durant. Jaden Ivey.
Jalen Durant.
Yeah.
Jalen Durant. Yeah.
Jalen Durant.
And then we play the Knicks. After that, Knicks been hooping like I don't know who Cat think he is, but he been hooping. I don't know where this dude came from.
I take that back. Actually, Jaden Ivey is it's Jaden Ivey back. Hang on. I haven't watched the Pistons in a while, so I actually don't know if he's back or not. No, I think he's still hurt. I thought he was done for the season. I think he's still hurt.
Who?
Jaden Ivey. Ain't he done for the season?
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, he's done for the season. So yeah.
What's the other guy I'm thinking of?
You thinking of Malik Beasley?
Are you talking Tobias Harris?
No. It's Beasley.
Beasley.
The other guy, because they set a record, Pistons record, 3 players with 5+ made threes in one game.
Yeah.
So it was Beasley, THJ, and Cade, And so that's why I was like, they got, they changed the culture around of being that team like that. Like 3-4 years ago, they were like the bottom of the barrel, right. And so now they were down there with the Wizards, and the Wizards are.
Nah, they don't got Cade. Cade is a legit top 10 player, bro. Cade is a beast, bro.
So
Cade is what we thought Sean Livingston was gonna be.
Hey, man, I like Sean Livingston.
You know, Cade actually played like to me.
Who?
He's just like Joe Johnson to me.
Joe Johnson, I can see that. He's just smooth.
Very calm.
He's just smooth. He don't get rushed. He picks his spots. Big body. Yep. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bro's a beast, bro.
Mid-range shooter.
Yep. And his shot
he
is slow.
He remind me a lot of Joe Johnson.
He's a beast, bro.
He might end up being a better version of Joe Johnson, in my opinion. Joe Johnson was cold, obviously, but
I'm about to say if he a better version of Joe Johnson, that's because Joe Johnson was cold, bro. So
yes, he was.
So that's a better version of Joe Johnson. That man for sure a top 10 player. So, but yeah, Detroit, bro. I like Detroit's team. That's why I was like, they should have went for KD because KD would have put that team over the top.
But they went for THJ instead, so.
Let's go.
KD, I'm talking about the trade. I think they
gotta get it how you live.
Access for KD because they would have put them away. They would have put them as a favorite in the East with Cade and KD. It would have been GG's, bro.
And we're definitely gonna talk about this in the future. But when off season comes, KD ain't gonna be a son. He's not gonna be a son. So we're gonna have to think about where we think he's gonna go, man.
He might come to the Mavs because he like AD and Kyrie. So
that'd be a dumb trade. You got to pull off a trade. It's not worth trading your debt for KD.
It might be worth trading our draft picks for KD because at this point we don't got no future. So
yeah,
might well go all in.
We're trying to win right now.
Yeah, you're trying to win in 4 years. You might well go all in.
True. But yeah, man. Back to the game, y'all. Where Luka going to drop tonight?
Probably 30.
30. Yeah, I mean,
he's still getting into his own groove. He just that was his first good game. So once he get in this groove, I think April's gonna be worse than today.
I do too.
Because unless Nico's in the stands at this Laker game because he has Laker ties, then he might just coast and get like an easy 30 because we don't got no big man either. So what we gonna do with that, bro? He might actually. We don't got no big man. He might go for 40.
They don't have a big man. They got what's the big guy's name? They just got
Bro, stop that bro. Ain't about to stop Luka, bro.
They got Jackson Hayes.
No, I'm talking about the Lakers have. Who's their big man? They got Hayes and what's the other guy that they just picked up?
They don't got Williams because that got rescinded.
No. It's a white guy. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
They don't got Nurkic, do they? No, Nurkic's not
tall. There. He's tall and I'm about to go look it up right now.
Bro, that man's not about to stop Luka. That man Luka. Don't forget Luka has played with this man already, so he already know he getting cooked by Luka.
Oh, Alex Lynn is who.
Oh yeah. They do
that. Lakers picked up. Yeah.
Bro,
they got Christian Coloco.
See, what helped the Lakers, in my opinion, outside of the obvious Luka trade, is they got Vanderbilt back, and that was very big for them. So not only they got Vanderbilt back, and they traded for the Dorian Finney-Smith. So that's a lot of defense that you added to your team, versatile defenders.
And you know what's crazy? This whole time, I'm like, you know what? We should have people rotate and not have Luka, on the ball. The Lakers doing it, and this man Luka got 4 steals last game. It's just that simple, bro. You just get people with pride on defense, and then be like, "Nah, Luka, get off this. I got this." That's what even LeBron was doing. That he was like every time Luka guarded Joker, LeBron was like, "Luka, move, I got him." Go get Miles over there, go over there. It's just easy stuff like that and communicate, bro. And it's just this whole time you just had to do that, and then it's hard to get that matchup that you want because you got people fighting over screens, you're throwing double teams, you're throwing different rotations, and now it makes it hard to just pick on Luka. And it's like, and Luka just has to sit there and play offense. That's just what you're supposed to do.
No, but Luka, if you look at it too, though, he's not just sitting there like he usually does. He's very active on the defensive end. He's ready to rotate when he needs to and be on the help side blocker. Like say he getting the steal. So it's 5-on-5 again. Yeah. He's playing with a lot of pride because he got a lot to prove.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Luka don't ever play defense, by the way, but there is times he takes off. But he looked like he was very engaged in that particular game from start to finish. So that's what you need as well.
At the same time, you just can't switch everything. Like that's not good defensive scheme. Like as smart of a coach Jason Kidd is when it comes to defensive scheme, to be like let's just switch everything is like the laziest thing ever. Like it works for the Celtics because they have so many great defenders. Like it'd be like that's what you wish for as a coach. You'd be like, I got 5 positions that can play defense, switch everything. But like that's so lazy though. Like you're not really making a defensive scheme. You just depending on having better players than everybody else. Like but if you were a good defensive minded coach, you need to be like, hey bro, I need you to go under the screen because we're gonna have our big hedge. I need you to go, over the screens and the big is gonna play in between. Like you just need like defensive schemes. Like and like, the roller comes. The backside help is coming. If the backside helps come, that wing you dropping down, and then the person on the ball is sliding over. Like it's just like you got to have defensive scheme. You just can't have defensive liabilities and don't coach around your defensive liabilities. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like it worked.
Well, I'm going to say, got to give credit to your point. You got to give a lot of credit to JJ. He seemed to be a very great.
He is
coach with scheming, offensively and defensively. So he might end up being a great coach in his future. He's already, he got LeBron playing engaged defense. That's hard enough already,
bro.
Because LeBron aged and he didn't think he had another shot probably going to the finals now. But to have Luka and LeBron engaged like that, and Austin Reeves, it's
the truth because like with people was talking about like they was losing at the beginning like he's not a good coach, bro. They're like comfortably in the playoffs, comfortably, and like he's a good. I ain't gonna put him in great territory yet, but he's a really good coach because like he makes game plans around like his strengths. And he makes defensive rotations. He makes different defensive rotations depending on the team. He's not just like we just gonna come with the simplest defensive rotation. No, we're gonna focus on Joker and we're gonna like front on. We're gonna bring the backside help and we're gonna make somebody else beat us. They're not gonna see the defense that we saw for the Bucks. They're not gonna see the defense that we use for the OKC. All our defense is gonna be different. And we're going to go and practice and have different defensive schemes and different rules. So he's like actually coaching, which is like
adjusting to the star player.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He need to work on his motivation skills for younger players, but he's a young coach. Maybe that'd be something in the future because yelling at don't catch to be better. It may work, it may not work. Who knows?
They need him though, as much I don't know if they know that, but they need somebody like that to develop. He's a tall shooter, and you can't just teach a tall shooter. So you got to develop him to become a defender. So you can use him, put him on the court, because he can be very valuable for them. But yeah, man. Ew. Anything else, man?
No, man. I think that's all. I was just looking at what time, or you say we played April 9th here in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this game tonight will be us, I guess, getting accustomed to playing with no big and playing against Luka for the first time.
Yeah.
And I think once we figure out some stuff here, then I think we can still win. Like I have more faith in Jason Kidd than I do JJ Redick as a coach. That's just me. Because JJ Redick hasn't proven much. He hasn't been the coach that long. Jason Kidd has. Jason Kidd has won a finals and went to a finals as a player and a coach. So I think Jason Kidd, like I said, I personally think Jason Kidd is a better coach than JJ Redick.
Yeah. Well, only time will tell. I do think J. Kidd is a good coach. But JJ Redick is a good coach too. It's just I like JJ Redick better, but Jason Kidd is still a top 10 coach. So it's just they both have their strengths. The only flaw with Jason Kidd to me is his rotation. His rotations can just be terrible, bro.
And sometimes the timeouts can be bad, but I can't get on J Kidd to have this depleted of a roster and still be competitive. But he gets a lot of props for that for me. And people don't, a lot of Dallas fans aren't speaking on that because back then when we went on our losing streak, they off with his head, like fire J Kidd and all that.
Exactly.
But they called him man J Mid, bro. Like, come on, man.
But having a limited roster actually makes his job easier because it eliminates his one weakness, which is rotations.
That's what Ehu said earlier. Okay. And I understand that, but that also shows you, like, hey, I guess he does know how to do small ball better than we thought because he took these pieces and they're winning games. And it's just as long as you do your part on the offensive end, the defense will basically become your offense. And that's how the Mavericks are playing, and they're playing together. And it's, that's tough. That's a tough task, man. And when you have no bigs, like no 3 of your bigs out, bro, like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. I got one more topic, and then I guess we can close it out. One more topic, but one more statement. Y'all heard about Greg Popovich, the coach for the Spurs?
Yeah.
He may be done for all coaching, all basketball for the Spurs. He had a medical situation happen, and so I think he may be done for the season.
He is done for the season. They don't know if he's done for his career yet.
Yeah, so I just our thoughts and prayers go out to them because Pop has been around. Like, I don't remember like the Spurs without Pop being the coach.
Yeah.
Like, I know he wasn't always their coach, but when I think of Spurs, I think about Coach Pop, Manu and Tony, Timmy, Robinson, like those. That's what I think of when I think of the Spurs. So that's tough.
Yeah, for sure. Prayers out to him for sure. Because I would love to see him back in the coaching scene because Wemby too. I wish Wemby gets better because I would love to see how Wemby would develop under a all-time great coach like Greg Popovich because Wemby has the potential to be, a top 10 talent. Like, he's already the greatest defensive big we'll ever see. He just has to get it together offensively. If he can be top 15 offensively, like it's hard. It's gonna be hard to deny him. So I hope he gets better as well. And I hope, like I said, that's a good call out. Hope prayers out to Greg Pop for sure.
Me too. I hope Pops gets well. Whether he decides to retire or not, you do what's best for yourself. For sure. Your resume is already spoken for. You're already in the Hall of Fame. You have nothing to prove. And as far as Wemby goes, I think he should be fine based on where the clot is, but it's not 100%, obviously not 100%. But just take this time off. Don't do nothing. Let the thinners work like it's supposed to. And hopefully we can see Wemby back on the court by next year. But I'm also thinking, like, this might be an opportunity for Chris Paul to try his hand at being a coach. They might put him straight at head coaching if he decides to retire after this season. So, maybe that's an opportunity for him to think about because, he's basically the coach right now. He's the on-court coach.
Yeah.
So, maybe Chris Paul, if he decides, hey, I'm good, I'm content with my career, go ahead and that's your opportunity. Try to be a coach if you want to be a coach, man. But, yeah, shout out to all of them. Get healthy Pops. And did y'all have anything else for today?
That's it, man. Thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with us on the live stream on YouTube. Make sure y'all give us a follow, subscribe, turn your notification bell on so y'all know when we upload. And we appreciate all the follows, all the subscriptions, all the support, man. And anything else y'all got?
Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
All right, man. We'll catch up with y'all later. We about to watch this Mavs-Lakers game. And, yeah, man. Peace.
Absolutely.
Peace.